Coach. Just give us an overall comment this past week on 5-0, some big wins this week, and some good performances as well this week. Both pitching, all around good performances.
It was good to start to see some signs of us be able to play better in more phases of the game, not just pitching and defense. And from an offensive standpoint, we played South Alabama earlier in the week. I thought late in the game we were able to string some stuff together, some timely hitting. And that's one thing we've been lacking was the timely hitting. Getting traffic on and can get the big knock. And I think our players offense did a great job of 2-out hitting this week. We were able to put up a lot of crooked numbers with 2 outs. And going into the weekend, I don't think we played our best softball against the Monroe team. And we're very fortunate to come out with a victory right there. I thought they had way more energy and their effort was outstanding. We get 2 big home runs in that game and it kind of catapulted us to win the game. But coming into the weekend, the way they handled it, I was really proud of the effort of our team. They played with great energy, great effort, and were able to execute much better. Some unusual circumstance, really cold and windy on Friday, and they stayed locked in. Pitching continues to be great for us. It's been really solid, gives us an opportunity to win games with great defense. I didn't think we played great defense early in the week, but we go into a weekend, I thought we played good defense. So just proud of our team, proud of the effort. We're able to play a lot of people over this week, and I love the way our team is being really selfless right now. We're pitch hitting people at times, and they're delivering, but our team effort and the culture, they're doing a great job of really not really caring who gets the credit, just as long as it gets done somehow, some way.
I guess I want to ask you about 2 players, top 2 players batting average wise. Kaylin, she's obviously been, getting a lot of hits, and what's your observation, what's your evaluation, I guess, of her? And Branique, obviously, she's coming off of the knee injury, and she seems like it's, picked up where she left off, or might be even better. So, what's your evaluation of those 2 so far?
Yeah, I just like the way, what we're doing a better job of the plate is they're sticking to an approach, and they're not giving in, and they're battling up there. And so, Brabham just needs the more at bats she gets, the more experience that happens. I think she'll be better and better. And right now, she's just, she's seeing the ball well, and she's able to put some good swings on the pitch. I think, she works the thing about Brab is, she lets the bats go really quick, and she moves on. So when things don't work out, for a young kid to have that kind of maturity, not to get frustrated, to move on, I'm impressed. Branique, like you said, she's coming off an injury of last year, missed some at bats, missed really this fall. So right now she's seeing the ball well. She's being patient and not trying to do too much with the ball. And the game's rewarding her for it.
And now this week was 7 games in 6 days, all on the road, and playing some really highly ranked teams, and just overall challenging. And UT Arlington played you guys in the postseason last year. Besides, can you evaluate the opponents, and also would you think, just from a talent standpoint, is this going to be one of the toughest? Is this going to be your toughest week of the year? I know, you have conference and everything, but just from all the factors I mentioned, is this going to be one of your tougher weeks of the year?
Yeah, I sure hope so. I hope it doesn't get much tougher than this. You go down and play a Southern Miss team that's playing really well right now. I think they have 9 or 10 wins. Hadn't had a chance to look at the record, but got a new coach in there with tons of energy. They're playing a high level. Troy is I think they had 10 or they're a double-digit win team as well. They play in a tough conference and have always had success in that conference. So they're going to be ready to play. You're facing a well-coached team that's playing at a high level right now. And then you go into the weekend and play an outstanding UTA team twice. PJ has that team rolling right now. They're coming off a good season last year, and have some quality wins. I think they had 2 wins over A&M early in the tournament play. I think Arizona kind of speaks for itself. That program's been good for a long time, so this is nothing new off the World Series. I think they're currently ranked 5th or 6th in the country. So, they have outstanding pitching. They can score runs in bunches. a well-coached team and a Hall of Fame coach there with Contreras. And then you'll play Alabama, which we know Alabama is what they've been for so many years with Murphy and Allison doing that team. I think they're currently in the top 10 rankings as well. So again, they have a really good pitching staff, potent offense, and just well-coached team. So I think for us, it's just a great opportunity to be able to compete with those kind of teams all in one. And so we talk to our kids about mentally and physically, it's going to test you. But I believe we train for it, we practice for it, and I think our kids are looking forward to the opportunity to compete at this level.
And when it comes to, so you guys now are 13-2. By the time you get into conference play, starting conference next week, everybody's going to see, when they look at the Southland Conference standings, you guys are going to be at the top, obviously, before conference play starts. Do you think that your team is ready to be one of the hunted? Obviously, everybody's going to be looking at you like, man, whenever we play McNeese, we got to go in there and we got to, they look right now, just because of the record, they look better. So do you think the team's ready, or will they be ready?
I think our team's ready to compete against whoever shows up that day. Our team loves to compete. Somebody asked me what's the most impressive thing about this team is they compete in everything. They compete in handshakes. They compete in every game we play. They compete on how they greet each other, who has the best greeting. So if you watch before the game, they're playing probably about 3 competitive games before we even start playing. So they love to compete. As far as the hunt and all that, the last time I checked, we were picked to come out third in conference. So I don't know if we're really the hunted. But, for us, we're able to do a really good job of narrowing down the focus and just playing one game. We're going to play one game at a time, and we're going to try to keep that approach all year long and just see if we can be the best possible team we can for that day. And then we'll reset and get ready tomorrow to be great. And that's going to be a challenge as it goes, but, that's what that's what we train for in off season. We talk about it, we understand how to go at it. And to be honest with you, there's a lot of players on this team that have been in that spot before. So they know how to keep it one game at a time, one pitch at a time.
So speaking of pitchers and pitching, your team right now, you've got a 0.74 ERA, you're 13-2. What are you telling your pitchers?
Just keep doing what they're doing. Just keep attacking the strike zone right now, allowing our defense to play behind them. They're pitching with a ton of confidence. I think they game plan really well with Coach Tate on who we're playing, and they're able to pitch the spots right now based on the hitters that we're facing. So, right now, our pitchers are extremely competitive, and they don't, that's what I like to see from them. That they're not just competing about runs, that they're competing every at bat and every pitch, that they want to be great. So they've put in the time to get to this point. They've put in a lot of work this off season, and now, the game at this point is paying it off for them. And just got to keep reminding them with the first part of our season, the first quarter of it. We still got 3 quarters left to go. So we need to make sure we stay humble, stay grounded, and make sure that we try to find something in some way we can be better. And I think that's what's really good about the group. They walk out of the game, like yesterday, I don't think, Caroline Settle, gives us gives up 1 run in the game, and she's still upset a couple innings where she gave up some hits. And she wants to be better. Same thing with Alex Flores doesn't either. They're holding themselves to the highest standard, and they're still finding ways to get better. So that's what's impressive about them.